Welcome back to Wintrust Arena in beautiful Chicago, Illinois. We're here for the 12-13 Boys Division National Finals of the Elks Hoop Shoot.
Yeah, it's a beautiful
I'm
day.
Jim O'Kelly,
I'm Gabriella Gaskins.
and we are your hosts for this contest. It should be a good one. There's 12 contestants today coming from the 12 regions across the country. 10 of them are shooting 90% or better in the tournament thus far. 4 of them are returning finalists. We have a former national champion who won boys 10-11 last year, is back trying to win a second championship. The hottest shooter in this field is Cooper Thompson, making his 4th trip to the national finals. But one neat thing about the hoop shoot is you don't get a bye. This is his 4th trip to the nationals, but last year he didn't even make it out of his school contest.
Wow, that's impressive.
Now, Gabby here, 2-time national finalist, member of our backboard, right?
Yes.
2017, 2018. What are these boys thinking about right now?
Honestly, I can't hear myself that well. I'm so sorry. But, okay, I can hear myself. Thank you. Thank you so much. Honestly, I zoned out. It was just me, the basket, and the ball. I didn't really see anyone. I barely looked at the stands. I barely looked at people next to me. So I think they're locked in and they're focused. This is the hottest, I would say, best shooters today at this competition that we've seen so far. A lot of them are pretty consistent, 25 out of 25, 24 out of 25. So I really think they are locked in and the competition is really high. So
9 of these 12 shooters have had a perfect score at some stage on the road to Chicago here. Cooper Thompson, who I've already mentioned, has done it twice. He's hit 97 out of 100 regulation shots so far. He's only missed 3 shots. Unbelievable.
That's great. I don't think I've gotten a perfect score at any of I might have gotten at state or regional a couple times, but never. I got 23 out of 25, and then I believe a 5 out of 5 for a shootout to take second place home. So
you could spot me the first 24. I'm pretty sure I can get a perfect score.
Yeah.
I'm not here because of my basketball prowess, Gabby, unlike you.
I know. I was talking to my other backboard member, Nicole, and we were talking about like form and shooting and stuff like that. And she's like, "Oh, I just shot it. Like I just shot it." And I said, "Oh, like I spin the ball, dribble a little bit." She's like, "Oh, you took forever." And I said, "Do you have a championship? Like, do you have a trophy at home?" And she just laughed. She was like, "I was like, that gets you trophies."
So your first trip to Chicago, 2017, we shot at DePaul's other gym,
yes,
smaller gym,
yes, I do remember
in Lincoln
that.
Park. You finished where? Do you remember?
I believe I was 9th. I thought I shot horrible, but it was 20 out of 25 apparently.
Yeah, 20, and sometimes that's going to be 9th, right?
Yeah, I know. It was. Let's say it was like the competition was like our 10 and 11 girls. I think she got 23 out of 25. It was like I took second place home. Like that was for me. So But yeah, the first time I was definitely nervous. I've never been to that stage. It was cold. It was quiet. The silence will kill you. You're just trying to, have cold sweat everywhere on my hands, and my heart is, racing, and just really listen to your own thoughts. So it's just getting used to it, of being comfortable with yourself first and foremost. So
one of the reasons we talked about the returning finalists is because your story. You came back second year, 2018.
Yes.
Went home with the trophy.
Yeah, I only had learned it about 6th grade, and my first whole journey, I think I lost at state or regional, I believe. So that was a different stage too. I'm not normal. I don't really get stage fright or anything like that, but it was a definitely different stage for sure. So I got used to that. And I was like, you know what, state and regionals, I can go back at it, and then nationals was like a big opener. I was like, these girls have been in it for a while. This is only my 2nd year, and I made it to nationals, so I was definitely a little nervous. But I tell everyone, all the competitors, you made it this far. That is impressive. Like, whether you win or you lose, you made it this far. That's the goal at the end of the day, and you should be very, very proud of yourself, because this is really hard to get here at the end of the day. So, yeah.
Well, we have 4 returnees this year. As I mentioned, Cooper Thompson heading that class. This is his 4th trip to the national finals. He's gone home with 5th place, 4th place, and 3rd place. Our 6th shooter today, Becca Jilka, won 10-11 last year, trying to win a second championship. And only in the history of the hoop shoot, 50-plus years of the hoop shoot, only 8 competitors have won back-to-back titles. So he's looking to become the 9th.
Oh, yeah. That'd be nice.
Shooting right after him is Hayden Heavener, who tied for fourth in 10-11 in 2023. And then the last shooter, the anchor today, is Parker Evans, who was here in 2022. That was the golden anniversary year, and he finished fourth in 8-9 after losing a shoot-off for third. So he's been thinking about that for 3 years.
Yeah.
Glad to be back here with a chance to take home the trophy this
Maybe
time.
a little chip on the shoulder.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Especially when you age out. Like I said, I came back 2 times. I was 13 aging out. I was like, I have to. I was very nervous even at any level, the district, the state, the regionals. I was like, I could, end it in any time, but I made it back, and I was really proud of myself just making it back in general. So, yeah.
Now, if we look historically, at least in the Chicago era, past 8 contests, national finals, it's taken a 24 or better to win this division. 5 times the champion has had a perfect score. There's even been a year where we had 4 perfect scores, including one who, doesn't go home with the trophy, right?
Yeah.
Because it was a shoot-off. It's been 15 years since a 23 was good enough in this division, and 38 years since a 22 took home the championship.
Yeah.
So we're expecting a hot shootout. We know these kids are running hot, and it looks like they're getting ready for the run-in. When that happens, we're going to turn it over to contest announcer Dennis Sabo.
The winners will have their names and pictures displayed in the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame in Springfield, Massachusetts, the birthplace of basketball. And for the rules, I'm going to turn the microphone over to Mr. Russell Scott.
Thanks, Dennis. Good afternoon, everyone. As we come back from lunch, we're going to review the rules just one more time. Rule number 1, please turn your cell phone to silent and keep it that way throughout the contest. We encourage you to use your phone or tablet to post on social media about the contest, but we don't want to hear you using them. Speaking of silence, that brings me to rule number 2. We ask that you respect the finalists and try to be as quiet as possible. Once the gym doors close, there will be no exiting or entering the gymnasium until the end of the contest. Rule number 3, no flash photos. You may take pictures, but please turn off your flash. All photos from our professional photographer will be available for free in the weeks following the contest. And lastly, withhold all applause until contestants have finished at both ends of the court, especially in the event of shoot-offs. Please refer to pages 2 and 3 of your contest scoring booklet for a complete list of rules. We encourage you to try keeping score in your contest booklet, and if you get lost, don't worry, it's tough. You can catch the score on the Jumbotron. Both the scores above your heads and down on your booklets are unofficial. Official scores will be announced at the end of the contest and will be posted on elks.org/hoopshoot this evening. Thank you for your cooperation. Now, please turn your attention to center court, where Regional Directors Jeff Franklin and Brandon Wilkins will demonstrate the official signals used to indicate made or missed shots during the hoop shoot. When a free throw counts, referees will indicate the shot is good by this signal. When a shot does not count due to a miss, referees will indicate there's no score by this signal. When a shot does not count due to a violation, referees will indicate no score by this signal. For a complete list of contest officials, turn to page 10 of your contest scoring booklet. Now, Dennis, back to you. Thank you.
It is time to meet our contestants. Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? Are you ready to meet the contestants, ladies and gentlemen? There we go. All right, in shooting order, starting with the girls, and first up from Sheridan, Wyoming, number 520, give it up for Olivia Brogdon. From Golden Spike, Utah, number 719, it's Danielle Deem. Boca Raton, Florida, number 2166, gives us Bella Brown. From South Haven, Michigan, number 1509, put your hands together for Blake Ensfield. Hailing all the way from Palmer, Alaska, number 1842, give it up for Grace Wilhelm. From Harrison, Arkansas, number 2311, Kaylee Bryant. Hailing from Reidsville, North Carolina, number 1723, make some noise for Kaylin Strader. From Woodward, Oklahoma, number 1355, Emmeline Switzer. Coming in from Littleton, New Hampshire, number 1831, make some noise for Miss Aubrey Roberts. Hailing from Rapid City, South Dakota, representing lodge number 1187, Emily Crawford. From Wadena, Minnesota, number 2386, give it up for Stella Eiliff. And our 12th and final shooter for the girls, hailing all the way from Paramus, New Jersey, number 2001, Rhea Bott. For the 12-13-year-old boys, kicking off the competition from Wheeling, West Virginia, lodge number 28, Brazen Smith. From Claremore, Oklahoma, 12:30, it's Cooper Thompson. From Lawrenceville, Illinois, number 1208, Paxton Gear. Hailing from Wilkins, Pennsylvania, representing lodge number 577, give it up for Hutton Brown. From Putnam, Connecticut, number 574, make some noise for Bryce Espinoza. Hailing from Hoxie, Kansas, representing lodge 2415, Beckett Jilka. Jacksonville, Florida, number 221, sends to us Mr. Hayden Heavener. Representing Tucson, Arizona, number 385, give it up, Rene Cortez Jr. From Brookings, South Dakota, lodge number 1490, it's Chase Mebius. From Preston, Idaho, number 1670, Sawyer Butler. Representing Sturgis, Michigan, number 1381, give it up for Wyatt Wagner. And our 12th and final shooter for the boys, 12-13, comes from Cleveland, Tennessee, number 1944, Parker Evans. It is that time. Close the doors, hold your applause, and let the contest begin. Good luck to all 24 of our 12 and 13 boys and girl competitors.
Okay, we're ready for the 12-13 contest. The girls will be shooting on one end of the gym. We're ready for the 12-13 contest. The girls are going to be on one end of the gym. And if you're here to watch that, you're in the wrong place. Head over to our other stream, because we've got the 12-13-year-old boys.
Yeah, the competition's hot, so be prepared.
It's going to be a dandy. Now, in the first round of 10 shots, each shooter has an opportunity to choose between 0 and 5 warm-up shots.
Oh, we shot 5.
I'm not sure why you wouldn't, right?
Yeah, he's trying to shoot as much as possible. So and shoot off, just shoot off momentum.
This is Brazen Smith, and he's going for score. Right before he goes for score, the line judge will make contact with each of those scores, seated in an arc around the three-point line. The line judge today is Jeff Franklin from Indiana, and I'm worried about his rotator cuff because he's going to be making that signal, that down signal a lot, I think, right?
Yeah. Lots. I don't predict a lot of misses in this bracket, so.
And there was an opportunity to jinx Brazen, and you didn't, so.
Great start.
Now, Brazen shot 24 out of 25 at the regionals. He was perfect at state with a 25. He's shooting 94% for the tournament so far. That means he's missed only 6 shots in the first 4 rounds.
Impressive, to say the least.
Did you have a favorite spot where you'd like to shoot from?
I had to
In the
like
shooting
my,
order, I mean. Yeah.
I did definitely. I was telling everyone I was definitely not last, and I was definitely not first. I was like always in the middle. So like I kind of like zoned out because I was like, if I was first, I kind of would have set the tone. But like I said, I really zoned out. It was just me, the ball, and the basket.
Brazen just set the tone with the perfect 10.
I expect a lot of perfect 10s.
Yep.
So
This is Cooper Thompson. We talked about him because he's shooting 97%. He's the 4-time national finalist. His brother was a national champion in this division in 2020.
yeah, I guess it runs in the family,
Yep.
maybe.
Cooper Thompson is representing Claremore, Oklahoma Lodge, number 1230. He's 5'9".
A lot of these young boys are very tall, very, very tall. I believe we have our 4th shooter. He's about 6 foot tall already at 12, 13 years old, so very tall. Maybe that's an advantage. Maybe they're closer to the hoop and
There you
stuff,
go.
so hey. Yeah, but they're very tall.
There might be something to this height thing.
Yeah.
All right, Jeff's established eye contact with each of the scorers, and here we go, shooting for score. Cooper Thompson, boom.
Perfect swishes. I'm going to hear a lot of that. And then our rebounders is going to be our backboard member, Anthony, and Mr. Jacoby. So
Yeah, Jacoby's actually an Elks Legacy Scholarship
Oh.
award winner, too.
that's great. Yeah, I just turned 21, so I've been telling all my district and regional, I said I'm getting ready to become an Elk, so.
Well, if you need a sponsor, let me know.
Ooh, it's a line. You gotta wait. Get back in the line.
So Cooper looks like he was unfazed by that hot start by Brazen, looking to match it here and keep the pressure up. And that's, that's what you can do in the hoop shoot. You can't play defense, but what you can do is put pressure on your opponents by sinking shot after shot.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's a competition with yourself. Like, how well can you finish? How well can you be consistent? We have a lot of these young competitors being very, very, very consistent. So, getting unfazed by a different basket, by a different arena, by a different ball, things like that.
Now here's Paxton Gare. He had a little shorter distance to travel to the national finals. He's an Illinois kid from Lawrenceville. Shooting 92% so far. He hit 24 at districts. That was his best round.
I said earlier, too, we've been a pretty quick competition. A lot of quick routines that we've been seeing lately, so. But lots of longer shootouts, so.
That's the first miss we've seen so far.
It's okay. I feel like you just need to get it off your chest sometimes. You bounce back. Perfect swish after that. He also does a little spin. I did exactly almost that same spin,
Yeah,
so.
you had a routine?
Yeah, I had a routine, a little spin, 2 dribbles, a little spin, and then you sit, you shoot. I said, the spin, I feel like there's some luck in that, so I might be biased, but those who spin the ball, I don't know, you might be taking some gear home.
Now, the hoop shoot's a bit of a family tradition in Paxton's family. His dad, uncle, several other family members competed, but none of them ever progressed beyond the district. So he's got bragging rights in the Gare family.
Yeah, that's for sure. Hopefully hardware, too.
All right, he rebounded from that first miss for a 9. And this is Hutton Brown from Pennsylvania, Wilkins, Pennsylvania, Lodge number 577. He's our first 6-footer we've seen today.
Yes. His dad is pretty tall, but I think he's meeting him at eye contact already, so.
I walked over to the practice gym at East West University the other day, and he was practicing And I think the entire time I was there, maybe 15 minutes or so, I saw him miss one shot.
Yeah. Yep.
Jeff's making eye contact. And it's a good time to remind everybody that the only scores that matter today are those 3 scores, those people seated in the arc around the 3-point line. But we're going to do our best to provide you an accurate count. So the first shot has been tricky for Paxton and was tricky for Hutton. But otherwise, all 4 of these opening finalists have hit everything.
Yeah, our rebounder not gonna have to move much.
Right, it's the easiest job
Easy peasy.
in the finals today.
Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty consistent, shooting
Yep.
23 out of 23 for 25 from state and regional, so very high finishing from all these competitors today.
So I'm starting to get the feeling we might be here for a while today.
Yes, that's the moment we were all waiting for.
We've
That's why
had-
everyone finished so fast. They were
Exactly.
like, save the best for
Right,
last.
First 4 finalists, 2 10s and 2 9s. This is Bryce Espinoza. He's been to the finals before as a younger sibling. His brother was a finalist a couple years ago. He's representing Putnam, Connecticut Lodge, number 574.
He came in with the perfect score from regional, so
We mentioned that 9 of these guys had perfect scores at one of the previous 4 rounds, which is unbelievable.
And out of the whole competition so far, we've only had 1 perfect score.
Well, it's harder. It can be harder to shoot in an arena like this with the open background.
Yes.
If you haven't shot in a place like this before, it can be a difficult adjustment.
I would say not.
But it hasn't been too hard for these guys.
Yeah, they make it look easy. And if you put all that work in the gym, you'll be fine.
I like that his shirt is representing the local lodge. Some kids like to wear the swag they get as they advance through the competition, but
Yeah.
he's like, oh, I started at Putnam, and that's what I'm wearing now.
Yeah, I was definitely cold down there, so I brought my jacket. It's definitely cold out down there, so I don't know how they're holding up.
Yeah, these kids are looking to heat up the gym a little bit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
How do you spell automatic? B-R-Y-C-E. That's another 10 out of 10. Here comes Beckett Jilka. Now, Beckett won the boys 10-11 division last year. He's moving up to 12-13 this year. As I mentioned at the top, looking to become only the 9th hoop shooter in history to win back-to-back championships. And his counterpart from last year, the girls 10-11 winner, she's back today also and shooting on the other side of the gym. Blake Enfield. So both of them are vying to join that select company.
Okay, Region A, I see you. Yeah, lots of loaded regions. I know, like, we have a couple Florida, a lot from Oklahoma. So, yeah.
You were Southwest region?
Yeah, I believe it was Region 11, Texas.
Texas.
Yes. We were also stacked when I was competing. We had almost, everyone in there. It's always that one district, that one region.
Had that blip on his fourth shot, but he's been automatic since then.
I see tunnel vision in these boys' eyes.
Focused, that's for sure. You know, and if you're in that back half of the 12 there, you're mentally going through your head what it's going to take.
Yeah.
Your nerves are starting to build, right? Because so far, the worst score we've seen is a 9.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I think that's what I learned from my second time around was you just got to worry about yourself. Worry about yourself, and I think you'll be fine. I was telling people, I don't even think I remembered, like, they had to tell me I was going into a shootout. I didn't even count or anything.
Now, this is Hayden Heavener. He was last here in 2023 when he tied for 4th in 10-11. So close to the podium. Waited 2 years to get another crack at it. Here he is, 12-13. He's from Jacksonville, Florida Lodge, number 221. Now, Wintrust Arena is home to the Chicago Sky of the WNBA and also the DePaul Blue Demons. They actually have 2 floors for the arena. And so when, you know, obviously if you're playing, if it's a Sky game, you know it's going to be the Sky's floor. If it's the Blue Demons, you know it's going to be their floor. But for us, we're not sure which floor we're going to get. This year, it's the Blue Demons floor.
Yeah. I was rebounding with him and his dad at the practice gym, and I was doing a little trick spinning on my ball, and he was a little shy because his dad was like, show her you can do that too. He was just a little shy. It's okay.
Well, like one of the great things about having you backboard members here is of everybody here, all the volunteers, even the family, in most cases with the family, you're the only people who know what's going through their heads.
Exactly.
Because you guys are finalists too.
Yeah, I don't think I had a backboard when I was competing. I feel like it's fairly new. But yeah, I really do try to talk to them, get to know them. And they're just so lovely, so adorable.
Well, Hayden makes 4 perfect 10s in the first round for first 7. The other 3 have 9s. Here comes Renee Cortez Jr., representing Tucson, Arizona, Zona Lodge, number 385.
He's coming from state and regional with 24, so.
Yeah. Another guy shooting 93%. We said that 10 of the 12 are shooting 90% or better in the first 4 rounds.
Yeah, I have a feeling, like I said, get comfortable. We're not going anywhere for a while,
Right.
so go get a water, go get your jacket, get comfortable.
Right. Maybe get some popcorn if you have
Exactly.
time.
Go to the restroom because it's just getting started.
You know, we've seen the returnees before, right? But otherwise, you're just looking on paper, and we had a sense it was going to be this kind of competition when we saw the numbers these kids were bringing in. And so far, they have not disappointed. It's been lights out. First 7 shooters, and Renee looks like he's about to continue that trend. Even when I set up the jinx, they still just knock him down.
No, yeah, they said that's what we came here for. Hey, but sometimes I just feel like that miss, you kind of just have to kind of see a miss. Kind of gives you ease of mind, peace of mind.
He rebounded just like Beckett did. First 8 finalists, we've got 4 10s and 4 9s. Here comes Chase Mebius. Chase's sister competed in girls 8-9 earlier today.
Yes, lots of siblings. I love seeing that. Lots of siblings.
Two sibling sets here today.
Yes. He's getting ready to shoot his 10.
Did I say Chase was from Brookings, South Dakota Lodge, number 1490?
No, I don't think so. Not yet.
But he's wearing a Carolina Tar Heels shirt.
We were mentioning a lot of local support for a lot of local teams for these kids. So.
Oh, I thought he was going to get the friendly bounce there.
Yeah, you kind of lean to the left, lean to the right. You're hoping it goes in. I see a lot of lefties too in this competition. Couple lefties, so good to see. It is silent in that gym.
Mm-hmm.
Completely silent.
And that's another 9. So we have 3 left in this first round. This is Sawyer Butler representing Preston, Idaho Lodge, number 1670. And then we're going to go immediately to the second round of 15 shots. No warm-ups.
Yeah.
So if you've been sitting there as the first shooter, Brazen Smith, you've been waiting a long time to get back out there. No
Yeah.
warm-ups. So we'll see. All these kids so far have looked great in the first round. Now we're going to see whether
can
the
they
weight
can
takes
they
its
keep
toll.
going? Yeah, I think the 11th shot, your first shot out of your 15, is probably the hardest.
Yep. Okay. Sawyer shooting for score.
And just a reminder, the 12 and 13-year-old boys are shooting with men's ball, so even if they've aged out from the 10 and 11, they do have a ball change, so that could be a factor in their shot.
And the ball they're using today, it's the Wilson Evolution, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah. No, they brought them to the practice gym because we were running out of balls, and they were like, they're just a little too pretty. Like, get them a little dirty. And Sawyer's coming from a regional at 25, so hopefully we see another 25 from him.
Well, you can't get a perfect score if you don't sink the first 10, and Sawyer just sank the first 10.
Yeah.
Here comes Wyatt Wagner, representing Sturgis, Michigan Lodge, number 1381. A lot of Michigan shooters here today.
Mm-hmm. He's also coming with the 25 from regional, so.
If I'm not mistaken, 4 of these guys had perfect scores at
Yeah, I
regionals.
believe so.
Okay, shooting for score.
Moving pretty swiftly, I would say, so.
Rebounders are doing a good job of keeping the shooters in rhythm today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were just worried if we were like in their way or whatever. Like, I was like, we were shooting. I don't remember anyone being down there, even though they were. I was just like, there was no one down there, just me. You see that tunnel vision again in his eyes.
All right. Yeah, he was so locked in, he didn't realize he had taken 10 shots.
Yeah, it went by so fast.
All right, Parker Evans is the anchor, rounding it out. He is representing Cleveland, Tennessee Lodge, number 1944. And just like Wyatt before him, he also shot 25 at regionals.
Yeah, and out of the whole competition, he's only missed 4 shots.
Yeah, that's...
He's come back in as an 8 and 9-year-old and shot 4th. Finished 4th in 2022, so...
Good. Another one of our returnees.
Yep.
He's about to shoot for score. Now the hoop shoot can teach some pretty tough lessons, and one of them is that sometimes perfect isn't good enough. We've had in this division ties with perfect scores before.
Yeah. I mean, the 8 and 9-year-old shoot off that I was seeing on the girls, and that was pretty intense though too. But
That was a great start to the day.
it
right?
was. It was definitely like I love seeing the shootouts.
It went 5-round shoot off. So the way that happens, you go through your 25 shoot offs for any of the top 3 places are resolved with a series of 5-shot shoot offs in shooting order.
Mhm.
And that contest, 8-9 girls, opened with a 5-round shoot off. So they shot
Mhm.
25 regulation shots and then 25 additional shots to settle it.
Yeah, you gotta always be prepared to be. I think a lot of these competitors have been shooting 100 shots per day every time they're in the gym, probably 500 shots. So you just gotta be prepared to shoot your arm off, literally.
Parker's going to collect himself right there.
Mhm.
And he's going to sit down with the 6 out of 10. Everybody else has a 9 or a 10. So he's got his work cut out for him if he wants to get on the podium. Let's see how the second round shapes up. Here comes Brayson Smith back to the line. He's working on a perfect 10.
And no practice shot.
Yep, that's for score. Ooh, no trouble with the 11th shot, but that 12th almost wanted to roll out.
It's one or the other. It's either 11 or 12 in. You just gotta pick yourself right back up. I think that's the hardest part, is picking yourself right back up after a miss. But he still looks focused, unfazed.
Now, his mom and his uncle both formerly won the West Virginia State Hoop Shoot Contest.
Wow.
That's one of the neat things we've seen as the program matures is more
Mhm.
second-generation hoop shooters coming back.
Yeah, we were just talking about my backboard members. A lot of us are graduating soon from college and getting life started. We're like, what if we come back here, as parents, as other things? It's like wonderful thing to a full lifetime moment going on. So
It's a great testament to the program that
Yeah.
people want to share that experience that they had as kids
yeah,
with their children.
yeah. It's a beautiful program. And it doesn't end here. Like, I'm a backboard member, but like I said, I'm getting ready to become an Elk. So, parents, anyone out there, you can become an Elk and you can help with us in the hoop shoot in Chicago. So, lots and lots and lots of fun.
The Elks organization has lots of ways for people to get involved.
Yes.
If you're watching this, basketball may be your thing, but there's other things too that you can do.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Brazen is 1 shot away from our second perfect score on the day.
Yeah.
And there it is. Okay.
Way to set the tone, Mr. Number 1.
Now, there's still 5 other boys, and he's the next 11.
That's what I said. We're gonna
We have
go
something
take
to
a nap, come
yeah.
back. You're gonna be here for a good while.
They have something to say about whether Brazen goes home, not just with first place, but with the trophy. Because if they hit all
Oh,
their shots
yeah.
too, we got some kids going home empty-handed with perfect scores. And I shouldn't say they go home empty-handed, because everybody who gets this perfect score at the national finals will go
Yeah.
home with the Emil Brady Award,
Mhm.
named for the 2nd national director of the hoop shoot out of Pennsylvania. Emil goes to anyone who gets a perfect score.
Yeah.
And another award that's in play today is the Cam and Linda Kronk Award, which goes to the best scoring regional team.
Yeah.
So even if it's not your day, it's still
You
you're
s-
shooting for
everyone's
your
a winner.
teammates. Well,
Yeah,
you're shooting for your
everyone's a
teammates,
winner.
right?
Yeah. The swish on the basket is also just so reassuring as a shooter. Hearing it go in, seeing it go in, it's just like, okay, I can keep doing this.
And bragging rights at stake for the family too. As I mentioned, his brother won a championship in 2020. Brother Caden. So you know, Cooper, in his 4th try, would like to go home with a gold trophy to say I did it too.
Yeah.
Okay, so not so fast, Mr. Smith. There's going to be a shootout before you go home with the gold trophy, because Cooper got 25 also.
Yep.
Paxton Garrett's working on a 9 out of 10. Now, best he can do is 3rd place, right?
Mhm.
But the thing about the hoop shoot is you need to pivot, right?
Mhm.
Because working hard isn't always going to get you the win, because everybody's working hard. Your opponents
Yeah,
are
for
working hard
sure.
too. But it'll get you somewhere good, and you may have to pivot to find it, right?
Yeah.
So 1st place is off the table, 2nd place is off the table for Paxton. But he can still go home with 3rd.
Yeah. I finish strong.
Yep.
That's self-discipline comes in if you finish strong. So you just know that you gave it your best, and that's all anyone else could
Right.
ask for. And everyone's very proud of you, regardless if you take home hardware or not. Everyone's extremely proud of you.
Wow.
Yep.
Yep.
That was a nice little.
See, sometimes you
My
need
heart was beating.
you need a friendly bounce every now and then.
Yes. But he looks on face, focus, eyes on the rim.
So Paxton missed his 1st shot and then closed with 24 straight. He's going to sit down with it 24. And now he has to hope. There's nothing else he can do except hope that the
Yeah.
24 will hold up for 3rd place.
That was a pretty good fight, though, I would
Yep.
say. 24 to 25. Very good. Very impressive.
Now Hutton Brown also working out at 24. Wilkins, Pennsylvania.
Very, very quiet kid in the practice gym, too. Just, Him and Dad both were just very
Dad's
quiet.
rebounded
Yeah.
for him, and he just was just. I mean, I said I was there for like 15 minutes. He was shooting the whole time, and I saw him miss one shot.
In cross-level competition, I've seen very beautiful form, shooting form. So very impressive from all age groups.
No friendly bounce on that one. But bounces right back. Look at that.
Got a nice switch going.
So now he's probably thinking, you know, it slipped. The trophy's probably slipped away at this time. So he's seen everybody shoot at this point. It's hard to believe a 22 is going to hold up, but he's still held high, knocking him down, finishing strong.
Yeah. He finished strong, finished on a make, and that's the best you can do.
Well, here comes Bryce Espinoza from Putnam, Connecticut. Also working on a perfect 10. So let's see if he wants to join the party atop this division.
Yeah, and his brother and his aunt had made it to nationals, so have some.
Yeah, his brother TJ, I forget if he was here last year or the year before, but he was
Mhm.
a recent finalist.
Yeah. And Bryce is 12, so he does have another year.
It's just jarring and surprising when they're missing one at this
Yeah,
point, right? It's
yeah.
like, I didn't expect that.
Yeah, we're sitting back expecting a swish every time. We don't even have to look, but just the sound of the net and all.
Yeah.
Holding your breath though too.
These guys have been making it look easy, but it's not easy.
Yeah, it really isn't. Especially when your hands are sweating. It's cold. It's like cold sweat. You're sweating. You're like, I
It's
need to
sitting.
shoot. Yes.
These guys next to you are putting pressure on you.
The before, the
Yeah.
after. You woke up early this morning. Yeah, but that's the hoop shoot. You gotta have some grit underneath you in order to, take first place home.
So we think Bryce finishes with a 23, which is just short of the podium. And here comes Becca Jilka, who's got to be thinking, man, I'm not in 10-11 anymore. These guys are for real 12-13.
Yeah.
You know, we said at the top that he was trying to join that select group of back-to-back championships, and he's not going to do it because he missed one in the first round, so he can't possibly win.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he'd still like to add to his trophy collection.
Oh yeah, for sure. The more the merrier. I put mine, I think, underneath my bed. I didn't have room to put them. Those things are heavy. Nice make after that. Very heartfelt miss.
Yep.
Especially if it's that close, going in and out, looping around, just your luck.
Well, when you're deep in the shooting order,
Mhm.
6 isn't even all that deep, but the 5 guys in front of you, 3 of them have
Mhm.
two perfect scores and a 24. You miss a second shot, you're just,
Disappointed to say the least.
Exactly, you're disappointed. You still have to shoot out the string there, and
Yeah.
you're trying to do as well as you can, but you know that you're going home empty-handed.
Yeah, I think that's why everyone's a winner, because you went out there and you finished strong the best you could, and you put your best foot forward, so.
So Beckett will sit down with another 22.
He also is 12, so he does have
Another
one
year,
more
yeah.
year to come back, so that's always very rewarding too, to be able to come back.
Here's Hayden Heavener, another returnee. He's also working on that perfect 10, so
He did go in a shootout, made 5 for 5 at regionals, so he has some shootout experience.
but the 11th got him, so now he's hoping for 14 in a row to give himself a shot at third place.
Mhm. It's always, like I said, it's always that first shot over 15. That 11 shot's always gonna get you. Has a nice flow going, lots of swishes, so I think he finished out strong.
Looks like it.
Yeah.
Got a rattler to drop that time.
Mhm.
4 more shots here.
You also get antsy though too after you're 15. After you see everyone else is 15, you're like, okay, I want to get out of here.
All right, Renee working on a 9 as is Chase after him.
And that 11th shot is
The
gonna.
dread number 11 shot.
Yeah.
And that's how, in this field this year, you're feeling good about that 9 out of 10 in the first round.
Mhm.
But at this stage, you already know if you miss another one, you're off the podium.
Yeah, that's. Hey, that's what you came here for, is to compete. And boy, there's a competition
Yeah,
in here.
it's fierce. It is fierce this year.
He looked like he recouped himself though, so.
Yeah. You talked about your first time out. You felt like you had a bad performance, and then you look back and saw it was a 20, which isn't bad, right?
Yeah, I don't know where. I thought I made like 17 out of 25, and I was like, that was horrible. And then I looked back at it, it was only 20 out of 25, and I was like, that cannot be right. Because in my head, it was like.
It's because you're focusing on the place, right?
Exactly.
And that's, today it looks like we're shaping up that we're going to have, people with a
Mhm.
21, a 20.
Well,
maybe,
even the
or-
24
yeah,
to 25, that must be
yeah.
so gut-wrenching. It's like, I almost was perfect, and I'm not a second, third, or fourth.
Right.
Yeah, in the moment, I did think I did horrible, and then I looked back and I was like, that was not that bad. But hey, definitely the nerves get to you, so.
Well, this has been a gritty
Mhm.
performance right here as we shoot these last free throws, right? He finished it
Yeah.
strong with the
Deep breaths at the line, yes,
Yeah.
trying to
And that's
regather yourself.
actually our first sub 20 score, a 19. Here comes Chase Mebius again. His little sister competed in
Yeah.
the girls 8-9.
And just that 11 shot that you keep talking about is gonna throw some competitors off today.
That's 3 in a row have missed the 11th shot.
Yeah.
Now these next two guys have been sitting for a long time. Sawyer
Mhm.
Butler and Wyatt Wagner, both sitting on 10s.
Yes. I guess that gives you a sense of security, though. If you're towards the end and you have 10 for 10, you already see everyone going. I think that's why I think it was like a 9, 8, something like that. So I was like, okay, I'm still in it. Also in shootout, I wanted to be the first one to shoot. So I was like, thank goodness, because I wanted to set the tone. I wanted to get up there and get it done. And I said, you know, if I'm going 5 for 4, you better go 5 for 5 with me.
Right.
So, yeah, I expect a lot of those in this competition.
It's going to be fun to watch Brazen and Cooper and maybe one of these other guys go at it. Who's going to leave the door open and
Yeah.
can the other one capitalize?
Mhm.
But so far, we've seen Brazen, throw 10 down, Cooper answered, then Brazen hit 15, Cooper answered.
Yeah, so definitely, it's always, like I said, it's always the person next to you. It's always either above you or below you, so I think that kind of also feels the fire, too. You're sitting right next to each other, like, yeah, high expectations for both of them.
So Chase just shot at 23 at the national finals, and he,
Yeah.
no trophy for Chase, but great performance.
He does have one more year, so.
Here comes Sawyer. All right, so he ends that streak of missed 11s. He's
Mhm.
looking to join the 25 perfect score logjam atop this field.
Hey, I don't know. Him and my routine look pretty similar, so I don't know. I have a good feeling about him. It went in. All
Yep,
that matters, it
that's all
went
that
in.
matters.
Yeah.
Those last 3 shots, though, have rattled the rim a lot.
Mhm. Also, just a sense of adjusting too. You shoot like switches all day in practice, and you get here and you hear that harsh, finish, and you have that anticipation of like, oh, is it gonna go in? Is it not? So, making sure you can still be in the right headspace after that little like shake.
21st shot he misses. So at the moment, he's in a tie for 3rd at 24 with Paxton Gare. Oh, he got a friendly bounce there.
Yeah.
He needs to lock it in right here. Still has a shot at 3rd. Okay, they're covered.
Yeah, I do sense a little getting a little antsy out there, especially for the end of the line.
All right, now here's Wyatt Wagner, the last of our 10s. Okay.
And
so
just that 11. He bounces right back though.
Yep.
A lot of these young men have been very poised. Usually we get a lot of reactions right after immediately. I feel like a lot of them have very good sportsmanship and very, very poised, very calm. So that's always a wonderful thing to see.
Well, he just responded to that miss. That
Mm-hmm.
miss meaning you're going home without one of the 3 trophies. You did not make the
Yeah.
podium by dropping one,
Mm-hmm.
dropping 2. I say, but my unofficial math, we're going to have a shoot-off for first, Grady
Mhm.
Smith, Cooper Thomas, both with perfect scores, and then a shoot-off for third, Paxton Gare and Sawyer Butler, both with 24s.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Now, it's not official yet, but that does sound about right.
I'll be shocked, I tell you,
Yeah.
if we're wrong.
No, really. Hey, that's what the scorekeepers are for.
Right,
That's why everyone
right,
watching.
right. And it's not easy to keep score at this because it's mesmerizing.
I think I did keep score. I think instead of rebound, whatever they had us keep score for one time, and I was just like going back and forth, and I was like, wait a minute, it's going by so fast.
Wait a minute, what did I just look at?
No, I was like, did he go like this? Did he move his arm like this? So.
That's a 21 for Wyatt. Here comes Parker. He had that 6 in the first round, so
Yeah.
let's see if he can recover.
Finish strong, and he does have one more year. He is 12, so.
And the 11th shot claims another victim.
He could be another me. Maybe he didn't do so good in 1 year and then bounce back and, you know.
So it's going to be a fun shoot-off. And
Mhm.
I'm not sure if they're going to go for first, shoot-off for first,
I think
and
they'll
then
go for third.
They'll do third first.
I feel
then
like
first.
it. I don't know. They did say shooting orders, so maybe first since
Mhm.
it's the first two.
First
So
two.
yeah. I feel like that's just like a lot of anticipation, though.
Either way,
Yeah.
I think we're going to be here for a while before we settle this boys 12-13.
Mhm. You just see them slunk 25 out of 25. 5 for 5 should be easy peasy. And no practice shots on the shootout. You just go right straight into it. So, and after waiting for a while, everyone come back around and sitting and getting nice and cold again. He finishes out strong.
All right, so that's an 18 for Parker. Now what's going to happen is the contest manager, Steve Lucas, is going to come out, collect the scores.
Yeah, I'm definitely holding my breath for that shootout.
And then he's going to confirm what we think we already know.
Yeah.
That we have a tie for first.
There's no way your
And a
eyes
tie for third.
moved
Yep.
from this competition right now. Locked in focus from fans and parents, family. Yeah, well, we did say in the Chicago era, as long as we've been here, you've come in with a 24 or better, or I guess the stakes have risen because you got to be a 25 or better.
Somebody is going home at second place and a perfect score, and somebody else is going home having missed only one shot and in fourth place.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the hoop shoot, though, it gives kids the opportunity to face defeat. Like, how do you
Yes.
respond to losing?
Mm-hmm. It's
And,
definitely.
you know, we saw it from you, we heard it from you. And so
Yeah.
it inspires you to try to work harder and get back and see if you can do better the next year, and you did.
Yeah, I don't even think, like, I don't know if revenge is the correct word, but it wasn't even like that. It was just for myself, like, how
I can do better.
yeah,
I know I
how,
can do
like, I
better.
know I can do better. I know what good is for me. So, meeting my expectations and, like, going back at it. So that's why I said, I think even just looking back at it, like, making finals consecutively for my last 2 years, I think that was just very, very a proud moment for myself, for my family, for my everyone who was supporting me. So yeah, I think a lot of people do need to. I love winning. Everyone loves winning. So, but hey, winners also are losers. So you just gotta pick yourself right back, and that's what makes winners winners. You know
Right.
how to lose, and you pick yourself back. You work 10 times harder, and then
You learn a lot
yeah.
from losing. So.
Mhm.
Okay, there we go. Steve, he's handing out the score sheets, and those should have the shoot-offs identified. And we look like that is third place shooter Paxton Garrett. So they're going to settle third place first.
Mhm.
Paxton, of course, missed his first shot and then nailed 24 in a row.
And he makes his first one right off the bat.
These are 4 score. They're going to be sets of 5, and we're going to go Paxton. Friendly bounce.
Mhm. He also has tunnel vision. He looks very, very focused. I don't know, something about that ball spin. I'm saying if you
Just-
spin the
yep,
ball, it
you
might be
called it.
just your luck. So
Here comes Sawyer Bootler, a little bit different story. He was one of those 10s, and then he
Mhm.
missed his 21st shot.
yeah.
And put him in this situation.
Hey, but
instead
he's
of a
still
shoot off
in
the
it.
first. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll see how he responds.
Also makes his first one.
And he's going to need to make the next 4 if he wants to force a second round.
Mhm.
These shootouts are all about who leaves the door open and then whether you can
Yes.
punch through.
And he misses that.
And
third
that's
shot.
that. So we
Yeah.
believe that Paxton Garrett's going to be our third place winner. Paxton
see.
Garrett out of Lawrenceville, Illinois, lodge number 1208. And Sawyer Butler is the hard luck 4th place winner with a 24 out of 25. And now, let's settle first place.
Yes.
We got Brazen Smith.
Let's start a timer. See how long we're gonna be here, cause, ooh.
Now, all Brazen did to get here was 23 at Lodge, 22 at District, 25 at State, 24 at Regional, 25 in the National Finals.
What a story. What an accomplishment. You should get better and better and better. He sinks his first one. Also, one of the lefties we have,
Yep.
so yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Nice little lucky back and forth on the rim.
So the door is left open for Cooper Thompson.
Yes.
Oh, it's wide open right now.
Very wide open.
I was expecting a long.
A longer one.
A
Maybe
longer
we
shoot-off.
were jinxing it. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. Here's Cooper. He's
Let's knock on wood.
out of Oklahoma, 25 at Lodge, 23 at District, 25 at State, 24 out of Regional, and 5x5 in a shoot-off, 25 out of 25 at Nationals. Sinks his first one. Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
He has some experience in shoot-off, so.
Yep. Okay. Hits one of these next two, he's our national champion.
Mm-hmm.
Just like his big brother. And that's that.
There you are.
You know, we thought this was going to be a heck of a contest on paper,
Yeah.
and we get here and watch it in person, and it sure was. Man.
Hey,
These guys
nerves.
were on fire.
Nerves can get the best of you. Anything can happen. I think that's the beauty of it. Is you can come in with a perfect score, you can come in without a perfect score, and you can win, or you can, you know, anything can go.
Now, the fact that the arena did not erupt in applause means that something's still happening on the girls' side.
Yeah, maybe I haven't seen the stats for the girls, but maybe the competition's also hot over there.
We have no idea, and that's
Yeah.
the thing about the hoop shoot is you can watch one contest and one contest only, right?
Yes.
We have two eyes but only one brain.
Yeah.
We're watching the 12-13 boys, which means we can't be watching the 12-13 girls, but maybe we'll go back and watch it on YouTube.
Yeah. I know I was doing the A9 girls earlier, and then I was like, do we have a perfect score? Because we have, and they were like, no, the boys did. I was like, okay, cool.
It looks like the scorer or the floor manager on that side is also checking scores, so
Mhm.
either
Shoot off, maybe. Lots of
Or-
shoot offs, yeah.
or just getting the final results.
Mm-hmm. And peak silence still in that
Yep.
gym, though, so we respect that, though. But that the silence does get to you. Like I said, you're in your head, you hear your own heart beating out of your chest, so lots of anxiousness in one room.
You can see that ribbon in the background says "Step up to the line." We're
Mhm.
hoping if you're watching this and you have a kid who's 8 to 13 years old, or if you are 8 to 13 years old, maybe you'll give the hoop shoot a shot next year. You know, our national champion in girls 8-9 last year,
Oh, yes,
Ainsley
I love
Weaver
her.
out of Ohio.
Mm-hmm. Never
When
shot.
she went, the year before, when she first attempted the hoop shoot, had never shot a basketball.
Mm-hmm. And it's always nice seeing them come back too, and you know, even if it's just the hoop shoot, most of them don't play basketball; they play other sports and
Other
things like
sports, yeah.
that. So, but just to see them come back and have that consistency it's really fun to see them.
It's the hoop shoot is an accessible program. First of all, there's no cost; it's free.
Mhm.
But anybody can compete. You don't have to be the biggest, the fastest, the strongest kid on
Exactly.
the court. It's the free throw line is a level playing field. If you're willing to put the time in, practice a shot, then you can compete and go on a long run in this tournament.
Yeah, just hard work, just practice.
And it's fun.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun. Even if you don't think so, even though you're like, oh, I'm just there to win. It's just so much fun. I had so much fun every time I came back here. I still do. I was just like, I don't want to go. Like, I got a check-in notification for my flight tomorrow, and I was like, I don't want to leave.
It's already.
Yeah, I was like, already? I just got here.
Yeah, and it's fun to see the way that you backboarders bonded together. And
Yeah, we get closer. We were texting each other. We're like, we're going to see you. Like, when are we going to see each other? Things like that. So, yeah, it's a lifetime friendships for sure. So, and we've competed with each other. Like Faith, you know, she's not here this year, but you know, we were competitors, and I lost against her and things like that. But the road doesn't end here. It's just getting started, actually. So yeah.
So now I assume what is happening is they're taking those scores over to the contest announcer so he knows what to announce.
Yeah.
And you will soon hear that your national champion,
Mhm.
boys 12-13, is Cooper Thompson out of Oklahoma. Second place is Brazen Smith from West Virginia. And third place, the local boy Paxton Gare from Lawrenceville, Illinois. On the girls' side, we don't know. I'm anxious to hear.
Yeah, me
There were
too.
5 returning finalists in that field, including last year's girls 10-11 champion. Really would like to hear. And there's one of those 5 returnees competed. All of them were competed in 8-9 or 10-11 earlier, but
wow.
one competed last year in 12-13. So
Oh yeah, that'd be nice. I guess we're just waiting for those official score sheets.
yeah, I mean, if they need help, they can ask me. I'll tell them I have.
Yeah, I said I didn't take my eyes off the screen at all for a quick second. I don't know what you missed, but I didn't miss anything.
Exactly. Right. There was no time.
I got a tally right here.
It was a fast contest.
It
all
was
day,
very
like,
fast. I think the hour, maybe I was saying we did start a little later,
Yeah.
so maybe everyone's a little rejuvenated, had more time, got breakfast, got their coffee, you know.
Now, On the boys' side, at least, there will be a shoot-off for the Getty Powell Award
Yeah.
winner. That's the overall best boy and best girl shooter, named for the first national director, Getty Powell. Because boys 8-9, there was a perfect score.
Yeah, I believe so, yes.
A perfect score, and boys 12-13, of course, we just witnessed it.
Yeah.
I don't know about the girls' side.
I don't think there was a
I-
perfect score for 10 or 11 boys either.
No, there
No.
wasn't. And then there was a 23 in girls 10-11. I think there was
Yes.
a 24 for girls 8-9,
Yeah.
I believe. So we don't know what's happening on that side right now.
Yeah. Just a moment of anticipation.
Making them wait.
The waiting game.
It sounds like there might be, actually, there sounds like there might be shooting.
I think there's a shoot-off. We hear a couple bounces, the rim, and stuff like that. So, possible shootout. But if you are on this stream, you can go over and watch that stream.
Absolutely, you should jump on the
Yeah.
It sounds like something cool is happening on the girls' side. You might
Yeah.
want to jump over there.
Yeah.
Or you can listen to us chit-chat as we wait
Yeah. Just love hearing my voice. Yeah.
the official announcement of what we've been telling you, which is that
Mhm.
Cooper Thompson is our national champion, Brazen Smith is in second place, and third place is Paxton Gare.
Pretty smooth competition all around, though. Yeah. Very fast, though. Very, very, very surprised. Yeah.
And one of the innovations this year is the scoreboard that you saw on the screen
Yeah.
throughout. That was on the Jumbotron in the arena, so
Yeah.
rather than keeping their own score, the audience could see it all, and, you know,
Yeah.
the score of the current shooter and everybody's score in the field of
Mhm.
12.
I guess that also relieves some like anxiousness from like parents and families and stuff like that. So, but I think my parents, they were like, we were just only watching you. I was like, me too. And I think they just finished possibly. I don't hear
Sounds
any
like it.
ball dropping, anything like that. So, hey, but we have all day. We're here all day.
So once we resolve Getty Powell, we announce it, present the awards
Mhm.
for 12-13, finish Getty Powell.
Mhm.
We'll all head back to the headquarters hotel for the event, and then get ready for the awards banquet this
Yeah.
evening. The keynote speaker is going to be Robbie Gold,
Wow.
18-year NFL veteran. He was the kicker for the Chicago Bears for many years, for the 49ers. He's the 10th leading scorer in NFL history and the leading scorer in Bears history.
Wow.
So that'll be fun. And, you know, kicking a field goal, kicking an extra point, not unlike shooting a free throw.
Yeah, I don't think we be
Right.
watching college football back at home, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I can do that too.
Well, it's like it's something that people expect you to make.
Oh,
and there's
yes.
pressure, right?
Yes.
So there's some sad faces out there, but also some relieved faces. It's
Yes.
kind of glad this part of it's over, I think.
Yeah, I think we'll see some smiles later on.
I
So
suspect
yes.
more meals will be eaten at the awards banquet tonight,
Yes.
and then after the awards banquet, they have the last ball. So it's a a dance party for all
Yeah,
the
that's
finalists.
always really fun too.
A final opportunity for them to trade cards with one another, collect the whole set of trading cards.
They've been very on it. This season, this year, a lot of them have been very on it. Usually, I'm like, I ran out a couple times, had to go back to my hotel room, get some more. But all the kids, all ages, from everywhere, they've been very on it on trading the cards. So I was very impressed with that too. So I still have mine. I have a lot of mine. I should have brought some.
No, that was Steve Lucas, the contest manager for the boys side, and it's his first year doing it. I'm sure he screwed something up, but we couldn't see it. So that's all that matters. Is
Trial
we
and
can
error.
see it, yeah.
I'm just
All
anxious
right, we
about
need
the
the
girls.
following regional directors: Kelly McDermott, Lynn Rutherford Snow, Terry McMichael, Jeff Franklin, and Tony Bulgaris to the floor. All right, in the girls division, finishing third with a score of 22 out of 25 and 405 on the tiebreaker, and representing South Haven, Michigan, number 1509, Blake Ensfield. The runner-up, 22 out of 25 and 5 of 5 on the tiebreaker, representing Harrison, Arkansas, number 2311. Give it up for Kaylee Bryant. And your national champion may have traveled the farthest to get here, but it was well worth it. Hailing from Palmer, Alaska, and making 23 out of 25, your national champion, Grace Wilhelm, representing Palmer, Alaska, number 1842. I think so. I got this one right here. In a very competitive voice. Yeah, go ahead and give her another round of applause. A very competitive boys division. They missed only 31 shots out of 300 in the first 2 rounds. That's amazing as a group. Give them a hand for that. 31 out of 300 missed. That's crazy. Your third place winner with a score of 24 out of 25 and 4 of 5. 4 of 5 on the, or 5 of 5 on the shoot-off, I'm sorry. Paxton Gear from Lawrenceville, Illinois, number 1208. Your national runner-up with a score of 25 out of 25 and 3 of 5 on the tiebreaker, representing Wheeling, West Virginia, number 28, Brazen Smith. And your national champion had a 25 out of 25 and a 5 of 5. It was perfect day, 30 out of 30, representing Claremore, Oklahoma, number 1230. Cooper Thompson is your national champion. It's the girls. We will, I believe we will have a shoot-off for the Getty Powell boys. Okay. First off, let's give all 24 of these 12, 13-year-olds a round of applause. We need Cooper Thompson to stay where he's at, and we're going to bring back Paxton Plord from Coleman, Alabama. Those two had the boys' perfect scores, and we're going to have a 2-minute warm-up period since there are 2 competitors. The rest of you are excused, by the way. And as soon as we clear the floor, we'll start a 2-minute warm-up to determine the best boys' score of the day. And Paxton will be shooting 4 feet closer as he did earlier. And Cooper, you will be shooting at the regulation line.
All right, Gabby, we still have some work to do
Yeah,
with
we
the Gibby
do.
Powell shoot-off. This is for best overall boys shooter because we also had a perfect score in boys 8-9. It's Paxton Plord from the boys 8-9 and Cooper Thompson, who we just saw win boys 12-13 with a perfect score. These shoot-offs can be kind of hilarious because of the size difference between these two kids, right?
Yes. Yeah, one shooting farther with a bigger wall, the one shooting closer with a smaller wall.
Right,
But hey, the best of the best. So,
Right.
especially for an 8 and 9-year-old, that would so be bragging. Be like, I beat you.
Right. And they're warming up now because Paxton's been sitting for a long time since
Yeah.
that boys 8-9 contest. So it given him a fair chance to warm back up. Cooper, of course, already loose after having shot 30 shots to win this thing.
Hey, who knows? Maybe this is the shoot off we're sitting in through.
It could be. It could be. And
But
it's
what are we
also, they're
waiting
going to
for?
shoot in shooting order. Since Cooper was second and Paxton was ninth, Cooper will shoot first. Paxton will be the one answering. It'll be Cooper whether he leaves the door open or not.
Yeah.
And Cooper will be trying to put the pressure on Paxton. Boys 12-13, which you witnessed, that was a pleasure to watch. It was
Yeah,
fun
it
to call it with
was.
you, Gabby. It was a thrilling contest.
Yes, very fun.
And now, day not over.
Yeah. Still have this.
There was no Getty Power showdown on the girls' side. I believe that went to the 8-9 girl winner.
Yeah, I
You
think
called
there
that
was.
run, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think there was. I think it was just
24,
24
right?
out of
Yeah,
25.
that's
Yes.
the top
And
one
10,
there.
11 was 23 out of 25.
And
So.
20 and 12-13 was 23 also.
Yeah. So.
Well, making it back to the finals is harder.
Yeah.
You know, and we said it at the top of our broadcast. Cooper Thompson, this is his 4th trip to the finals.
Yeah.
And last year, I believe it was last year, he didn't even make it out of a school contest. So it's hard to repeat. It's hard to get back.
Yeah. Hey, but we saw those boys. The second place was what 24 out of 25, and
Yeah.
third was 24, 25.
Third
so
was 24. Second was perfect,
Yeah.
25. And fourth, also 24 out of 25.
Yeah.
Missed one shot, you go home in 4th place.
Exactly.
And, you know, and Brazen shot so well out of the first position. Perfect score, put the pressure on everybody, and it wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
Sometimes being perfect is not good enough.
Be like perfect times
Yeah,
3.
Exactly. Today was one of those days.
Yes.
NBA, WNBA induction ceremonies in September,
All right.
I believe.
Yeah.
So, good luck to both. We flipped a coin.
Oh,
Paxton
okay.
That's how
four.
they're going to do it.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay,
8-9
cool.
boy is going first. We'll shoot sets of 5 until we break the tie. Good luck
He
to
could
both
set a
of
good
you.
tone too.
Yep. Okay, here's Paxton. Friendly bounce.
Similar routine to mine. So, like I said, he might be taking another hardware home, something like that. So, the spin and the 2 bounces, I feel like that's gold. So,
Well, he's certainly hoping it's gold.
yeah.
Gold on top of gold, right? He's already got
Oh.
gold.
Oh, just fell short.
All right, so he's left the door open for
Yes.
Cooper. Not a good idea.
Yeah, Cooper came in hot.
Yep.
30 for 30.
Get one more. Yeah, Paxton. All right. Okay.
Finishing
4 out of
strong.
5. All right.
Yeah.
So let's see what you got, Cooper. You can end this thing. Send us all home early.
I'm gonna go take a nap. No, it's always a pleasure being over here.
And what they have at stake here is not just the title and the bragging rights, but Getty Paulo Award winners will go to the Basketball Hall of Fame enshrinement ceremony. They get to walk the red carpet, mix and mingle with some of basketball's greats. Last year, Ainsley Weaver went as the top girl winner. She got an opportunity to meet Simone Augustus, who was being enshrined,
Wow.
and is a former hoop shooter. Like
That's
Simone,
so
when I first started going
cool.
to the hoop shoot a long time ago, Simone Augustus was competing in the hoop shoots.
Wow. I still can't forget.
Well, to no one's surprise, we're certainly not to mine, Cooper busted through that door. Good sports right there.
Do we expect anything less?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
So Cooper will represent the program at the Elks National Convention in Kansas City. He'll get to go to, well, they'll both go to the Basketball Hall of Fame to see their names displayed, but Cooper will get to go to the enshrinement ceremony. And that's all we have for you today. And we want to thank you so much for tuning into our live stream. Gabby, this has been great working with you.
Yes, I love it. I
What do you
wouldn't
say-
miss it for the world.
what do you say we do it again next year?
I say next year. I think it might be my last year, but like I said, I'll be in Elks, so maybe you'll see me back here. Yeah, I'll be here for a good while, so get used to it. It's not stopping. So y'all have a great day.
Yeah, have a great day, and thank you so much for tuning in.
Yeah, thank
So
you.
long, everybody.
Bye.